everyone, and welcome back. Excuse the noise, there's a drill. The people next door are doing work. So if you hear a drill going, just don't mind. Anyways, we've got a new gas mask. This is, if you know this bag, it is the S6 mask. Very collectible mask if you're in the UK. Now, I got given this. My granddad bought it for me, and here it is. The reason why we got it is because it's mostly complete, but we got something extra. The survival manual. As you can see, it says survive to fight, addendum, and 71338 is an army code publication for issued to all Royal Navy and Royal Marine personnel as a personal copy. And yes, this serial number does match the inside as well. Let me actually go ahead and prove it. It says 71338. 71338. I'll get into that more in detail. And when you were issued this, it says step 4, Jesus Christ, the noise outside. This instruction sheet is to be destroyed after pages have been inserted into this binder. Well, it's still here. But we're going to take a look through this, and then we'll look through the mask. So we open this up. Of course, this is just like a few pages of stuff. You can pause the video to take a look. But pretty much it talks about your NBC suit, decontamination, smock, dimming, whatever. And then we actually get to survive the fight. Survive to fight. Now, this is one from the 70s, so it's quite outdated in today's time. Which is going to put as a piece of card. Jesus Christ, it's getting annoying out there. But you have an amendment record and your contents. So from task 1 to about 21. Survive the fight, which says this pamphlet has been produced to enable you to survive an NPC attack. It might equally be entitled The Quick of the Dead. Survival will depend on your skill with your NPC protection equipment and pamphlet. Explains in illustrated forms form a series of tasks designed to help you survive to fight. You should make sure that you are thoroughly familiar with all of them. There will be no second chances for those who get it wrong the first time, because pretty much if you get it wrong the first time, you're dead. As you can see, this is what you do, and this is more or less where you would be. Of course, you would have the Mark IV helmet, which is there, the S6, that's that there. Smock, I think Pattern 58 webbing, I do not know what the webbing was at this time. And of course, the SLR, beautiful gun. I saw one. Task 1, this is all the stuff that you'd get in it. Spoilers. Of course, I do not have most of this stuff in here. I'm not going to say what I have, but I'll go ahead and I'll let you know. So, of course, task 1, putting on your NBC IFE. So, of course, you have the trousers, the smock, the overboots, and the gloves. Yes, you would wear 2 things of gloves. Jesus Christ. Your hands would be sweaty by the end of the day. So as you can see, detector paper, and you would put one on your arm, one on your leg. Some of this does go sideways as well. If you want to, you can go ahead and read all of that. I ain't going to go through everything, I'm just going to go through the pages. So of course, task 1, this is how your mask would look. In the bag, you would have the filter, or as it's known as the canister. You can call it a filter or a canister, this book is outdated. Task 3, or did I miss one? Yes, I did miss one. Changing respirator canister, and that's what you have to do. So these are the identifications of warnings and alarms. You have atom, gas, and bio. Yeah, study notes. And of course you have all of this as well. A vocal all clear by a voice, radio, or public address system. And these are what you need to know if there was an attack. Attack warning is red, fallout warning is black, all clear, white. And yeah, no further danger, immediate danger of fallout, immediate danger of air attack. And there's a practice. Yes, this does have practices. The chemical safety rule. You can go ahead and pause the video at any time to go ahead and... Jesus Christ. As I was saying, you can go ahead and pause the video to go ahead and take a look. Once again, I am so sorry about what's happening outside. There is, in fact, more of it there. But this is in very good shape, I must admit. This is task 7. And let me know if anyone else has this exact book. So of course, same thing, sideways. Sorry, I'm gonna be bothered. Recognize symptoms of nerve agents. This is the part where it starts. Well, this actually helps you out here. So early symptoms: running nose and increase of saliva, tightness of chest, pinpointing of pupils or dim vision, difficulty in breathing. That's only early. Later, however, is headache, drooling at the mouth, dizziness and general weakness, excessive sweating. And danger symptoms: nausea and vomiting, voluntary urination and defecation, muscle twitching and jerking, stoppage of breathing. Ooh. So I'll say task 9 to go ahead and show how you heal. Taking NAPS tablets. So you do that. Nerve agent poisoning and the emergency drinking procedure. Yes. In case if you need to have a drink, you had to follow these steps. If you like any of these, pause the video and practice. Whenever it says practice, you can go ahead and do that if you want. But the drill that talks about here, practice nuclear 1A drill, which is nuclear 1A drill, is if you're caught in the open when a nuclear device has exploded, your survival will depend on the carrying out of nuclear 1A drill, which is described below. Which you close your eyes, drop to the ground, face downwards. If your hands are unprotected, keep them underneath the body. Remain prone till after all the effects of the explosion have passed. So this is what you would do. Nuclear decontamination, personal nuclear decontamination, your dosimeter or Geiger counter. Task 14. And in the S6 gas mask, funny enough, you have a left-handed one and a right-handed one. Of course, if you was right-handed, you'd have the filter on the left. If you was left-handed, you'd have it on the right. It's interesting. That's something I did not know. First aid for chemical casualties. And check before treating a chemical casualty. So, of course, if you're not masked, you are masked. Which, of course, the 1A drill I just talked about. And, of course, when you're treating someone, you don't use your treatment, you use his equipment. So, yeah, as you'll see, these are the 3 distinct eye conditions which narrow down to possibilities. A is pupils pinpointed, B pupils dilated, C pupils normal. Or pupils, yeah, pupils normal. So this is that. And it says what you need to do. Now it is going to start getting a little bit strange. Pupils dilated, component pens? I don't know. Basically, it's like an EpiPen. But it's not an EpiPen. There was a hair. There was a hair here. It's my hair. Okay, so now more or less we're going to talk about... I'm going to skip this one. It's a little bit too gory. Well, not gory, but it's a little graphic. And YouTube's not the biggest fan of that. So, first aid treatments for chemical casualties. And you have this. First aid for nerve agent poisoning. That's where you use his things. And of course you do all of this as well. So you do all of this, all of it. Okay, so now decontaminating your weapons. So let's start off with the SLR, gas regulator, the stock, the carrying handle, the magazine, trigger guard, change lever, cocking handle, pistol grip, your backside, the butt. So of course, that's what you need to know about the SLR. There's also machine gun. So you have carrying handle, top cover, backside, butt, pistol grip, trigger and safety guard, and trigger and guard, safety catch, cocking handle, gas regulator. And there's practice if you need it. This is what you do as well. Yeah, it's just one of the most strangest things. Yeah, of course, all of this, and yeah, it's more or less, it's pretty interesting. The unmasking procedure, and oh yeah, okay, so let's say he was one of these guys in the 70s. Russia's just decided to go in and start the Third World War because they're bored. This is a scenario. This is just a scenario. And here's what you do. You can do the sniff test, which is you take a deep breath, insert 2 fingers of each hand between the face piece and the cheek. Sniff gently for 3 or 4 times for suspicious odours with your back to the wind. Test for 10 seconds. Check irritation of eyes, nose, throat. If vapor is present, withdraw your fingers, breathe out hard and shout gas, gas, gas. And memorize the sniff test and then practice the drill. So if you have one, you can go to practice this drill as well. Dual changing for Mark III NBC suit. My granddad had, when he was in the army, had a very different one. So order of undressing, of course individual, and you do all of this. The next one, your order of dressing. So of course your individual would stand on the smock, outer wrapping of inner glove package. You would open the package, you would offer it to the individual, put on inner gloves, and you would repeat with the outer package as well. You would, this is the same thing, oh no, this is for the trousers. So you would punch out trousers, put braces into pocket, don trousers, assist donning the smock. Once again, same thing like always. You would open it, offer to individual, they would open it, retain the inner wrapping, punch out the smock, don the smock, take care not to dislodge the respirator. So if you dislodge the respirator, oh, you're done, you're screwed. Adjust clothing and your overboots. You would do your overboots. You would offer, once again, assist with lacing, and they would don the boots. Nice. Task 20. So this is your trench, more or less, and your entrance. Precautions to minimize the effects of nuclear explosion. There you go. And this is what you do if you would measure your hand for gloves. Here it is right there. And of course, it says here each small square represents 2 millimeters. Of course, we don't have the small squares here. So yeah, that's what you would do. And we've pretty much reached the end. There's table 1, if you need to know. And your index. Nice. There's even more to this index, but I'm not going to go over that. So this book, it's very outdated, but we got that with the mask. Anyways, I've ranted on for about 17 minutes now. Well, actually 17 minutes and 40 seconds about this. Let's move on to the mask. So the mask is in a very nice bag, I will admit. We'll go and open it, and we got some stuff thrown in there for free. First of all, my granddad believes that these are ranks. So we have ranks here. So first lieutenants and second lieutenants. That's what he believes these are. So if you know what these are, let me know. And he believes that these are captain's ranks, which they could be. They could be captain's ranks. Who knows? That's, if you do know what these ranks are, let me know. Okay, so the first one we'll see, the respirator and the filter, which we'll go ahead and grab the respirator. Now it's in absolutely great shape. Then we go ahead and take out this bit as well. Take off the filter. This filter is expired, but as long as there is no charcoal leaking, it should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. But the mask is in astonishing shape. It is in really good shape for its age, which is the 1970s, I believe. But of course, you'll be wearing this and the Mark IV helmet. Right, let me go and pop that over there. This is the part that you would secure over this if you wanted to change that. You'd have this here. You would put that on there, change this. Once again, filter. You would have 2 of these. You would have this one and a slightly small filter as well. Ooh, there's a lot of things in here. First of all, your decontamination stuff as well. It's actually in here. Let's see if I can open it with one hand. Yes, I can. it is in here. Of course, I'm not going to get it out. So we can even do it up now. See if I can do it up. Trying to do it up with my left hand is not the best thing in the world. I'll do it later. And we got putties. Everyone should know what a putty is right now. So if you don't know what putties are basically a thing of wool. It's a thing of canvas. Well, not really canvas, but wool. And they're pretty long. These were fairly common in the First World War. Reason why you had putties in the First World War is so you don't get mud and stones in your shoe, especially when you're marching. And yeah, these got thrown in here for free. So yeah, which we did not know about. When I say we, me and my granddad. I'm going to use those for my reenactments. In this pocket, that's where your spare filter would go, and you're seeing a little bottle. Well, let's go and take a look. We have two things in here. And also in this bag, right there, would where your Copen pens would go. What I talked about, they were like EpiPens. They would go in there. You would have 3 of them. So of course, if you found someone use his, you use his. So we actually have detector paper, chemical agent number 2, Mark II, liquid color, liquid 1 color. 80. So this was issued on the 4th of 1980. There's your instructions. So you would get this and you would attach it to the suit. We also have one in the original packing, which is 81. Nice. And here we actually have decontamination kit. Number 2, Mark 1. NATO number 4 to 30, or as we would call this, DKP2. Very nice. Still in the original thing. Let's go and open this up. Here we have, aha! Decontamination kit, personal number 1, Mark 1. Instructions for use. And we actually have 2 of them in there. I'd like to see anyone else who owns something like this. But yeah, that's what happens. I'm going to remove these. But yeah, that's my S6 gas mask. Thanks for watching, and have a great, have a great day.